What's up, VendingNation? So today we're going to be talking about honesty charity boxes. This video is like way overdue. I've been talking about it for months, but finally, here it is.
That's right. That's right.
One of the major reasons why I didn't want to discuss these boxes is because I didn't know everything about them way back in the day when I first started this YouTube channel. But now that I've been doing it for more than a year, I think 2 now, I've kind of worked out the kinks and kind of meshed all of the keys to success in the other parts of the industry and utilized it with honesty charity boxes. Before I get into it, I want to give a big shout out to Jimmy and Rob for posting about this inside the group of the VendingNation on Facebook. Rob and Jimmy have talked very positively about the charity boxes, which is super awesome. Considering that a couple of months ago, the only conversations that were happening about these things were negative, usually by the veterans that have been doing bulk and full line for years. They really don't like these charity boxes, but that's because they don't have the system that I'm going to be teaching you. If you watch any of my videos, you know that I am a huge supporter of long collections and huge capacities for your machine. So you can make equal amount of money for the less time spent, because the more time you spend on one location, the less locations you can have. But the least amount of time you spend on a location, the more locations you can have. Because we all got 24 hours in one day, and if you keep going back to the same location over and over and over, you're just wasting time. Now, Rob did comment on his collection photo that the boxes were a lot of work, and he wondered how I maintained over 300 of these things. Which I totally understand, considering that I think he's using the first method of collection instead of my other systemized one that I've kind of come up with. So the first way that you can collect from these boxes is by having your product in the back seat or in the back of your van, bringing only 4 or 5 boxes with you, then filling one at a time and then swapping them out. For example, you take a box that's pre-filled and you only have about 3 or 4 of them in your car, and then you go in and swap them out with an empty box. Then you take the empty box back to your car, you take the money out, you put everything back together, then you refill it and then go on to the next location, which takes up a lot of time. Now, I did used to use this method back in the day when I had Bryce riding with me in the passenger seat 24/7. But now that I got Devin and I'm going to be buying a cargo van here soon, I needed to come up with a system that he could do on his own and was very efficient, because as you know, we have about a 9-hour work day from Tuesday to Saturday. The reason why I say Tuesday and Saturday is because mostly you put these boxes in nail salons and hair salons, and those types of locations are always closed on Sunday and Monday. And there's no sense of only doing part of your route and then having to come back and wasting time and wasting gas and all that blah blah blah. So I like to work from Tuesday to Saturday, from about 9 in the morning to about 7 o'clock at night. So that's about a 10-hour day. And within that 10-hour day, I don't want to have to waste time filling boxes while I'm on the road. When I'm on the road, I need to be doing nothing but swapping out boxes, not filling them. So the best method, in my personal opinion, is pre-filling the boxes. With having 300 boxes out, I will pre-fill 50 of them, put them in the back of the cargo van in an organized, neat manner that Devin can reach easily. So all he has to do is drive to the new location, grab a new filled box that's pre-filled, go in and swap it out with the old box and put the old box in the back of the van and move on. He doesn't have to deal with the money, he doesn't have to touch the money, he doesn't have to fill the boxes, he doesn't have to do anything except swap them out, which is really, really cool if you're hiring an employee. Considering that there are holes underneath the box that you can put a zip tie through that makes sure that nobody touches your money, so that you could have somebody collect all of your boxes, bring them back to you, and you could be the one that deals with the money and pre-filling them. So you pre-fill the boxes, you put them in the cargo van, your employee gets in the cargo van, drives off, does his 50 boxes, then comes back at the end of the day, you unload, he goes home, you empty out all the money, you pre-fill the boxes, you put them back in the cargo van, and it's all set for the next day. Now, you know my opinion when it comes to stretching out your collections, and there's a way of filling this box that you can get over 300 items within the box. And if you're selling them for 3 for $1, you will have $100 in the box if it goes from completely filled to completely empty. That is if everybody pays for their suckers. Every once in a while, you will have about a 10 to 15% theft rate, but with the profit margins on the suckers and mints, it doesn't even matter. Okay guys, so I'm gonna pre-fill a box and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Alright guys, so we have the Candy for a Cause lollipop box box that you can purchase at SheridanSystem.com for, I believe, about $6.50, $6.75 if you buy them in a bundle of 50 of them. This is the one that actually has the insert for the suckers. Some of the other ones come with only half of this, so you can put suckers and mints, but I recommend going with this one due to the fact of what we're gonna do with this box, to be able to maximize the amount of product that you can put in one box. I will be filling this box with Pearson's mints, the 240 count, and regular blow pops that I bought from Sam's Club. Actually, I bought both of these from Sam's Club. Now down at the bottom, it does have circles where you can put the price tags right here and right here on the front, but over the years I realized that the price labels go way better up here, so people don't ask how much they are all the time. I know it's strange, but this is what works. So we're going to take the middle insert out. This is what you would get if you just purchased a mint box, but we're going to take the sucker insert and we're going to flip it upside down, like so. Now you want to dump mints inside of here. Now the reason why you want to do it like this is because when you are collecting, you don't have mints all over the place. You can literally take this cardboard box straight out and all of the mints stay in here and it doesn't make a mess. So now we're gonna take the suckers and we're gonna run them along the outside in between the two cardboard pieces. This is what a box is supposed to look like. But anyways, guys, the benefit of filling the box that full is because you want to be able to spread out your collections. The more spread out your collections, the more locations you can have. For example, if you have a collection of every 2 weeks and you do 50 of them a day, 5 days a week, you can only have about 500 boxes on your route until you have to start all over again. But if you can spread that out to 1 month collection, you can have 1,000 boxes on your route without having to go back and start collecting again, which means more fun coupons. Now you're probably thinking, Brian, how much do I have to donate every single month from these things? Which is a really good freaking question. So Candy for a Cause will take 50 cents per box for 90% of your boxes. The other 10% is used to collect with. So in their mind, if you purchase 100 of them, 10 of them will be used to collect the 90 that you put out. Now if you're new to the vending industry and you know nothing about the charity boxes, you're probably like, what the f***? He's only donating 50 cents per month? What the f*** is that shit? Which I totally understand. But look at it this way. If the donation is too high to where the vendor doesn't make any money, he is no longer going to want to do these boxes, and therefore there goes the monthly income for the charity. Would you rather the vendor donate $10 a box for 2 months or 50 cents a box for 20 years? See where I'm going? The vendor has to make money or the charity doesn't make money. You're doing 10 to 12 hour days, 5 days a week. You got cost of gas, product, the boxes themselves, and vehicle maintenance, plus an employee if you get that large, and space if you don't want to run it out of your garage or your kitchen. So there are a lot of costs that go into doing these. But I will say, if you have little to no income, this is the best way to get into vending. It's super cheap to expand, the ROI on it is insane, and you can utilize the locations that you get while building these routes to eventually plug in things like gumball machines, snack machines, candy machines, and pop machines. Hell, you could even put claw machines in the restaurants that you have these boxes at in the future. They get you in the door. For example, it costs $1,400 to place 100 of these. That's with your first month's donation, the boxes themselves, the shipping on those boxes, and the product to put into those boxes. $1,400 for 100 of them. Now let's say you locate every single one of those boxes, and each one of them average $8 in profit every single month. Within 2 months, you will have made back your initial investment plus $200. So within 4 months, you could have 200 boxes out, profiting $1,600 a month for this small initial investment of $1,400. And it just keeps going and going and going. One of the other benefits to these boxes is once you hit 1,000 boxes, you don't have to donate past that point. So your maximum donation every single month that is required would be $450 a month. But if you're profiting $8,000 a month, you're not really worried about $450. Plus $450 is a good chunk of money going towards a charity. Vendors keep the lights on for many charity organizations. If you get to having 1,000 boxes and you're donating $450 a month, remember that there's probably 100 other guys out there that are doing the exact same thing that you are. And all of that money is going straight into a cause that you support. So all in all, guys, I think if you're just starting into the industry and you don't have a lot of money, I say save up, buy 100 of these bad boys. Of course, you can buy some candy machines along the way to help you make some money to be able to get to that point. But as soon as you can, I would try to buy 100 of them and just see where it goes. Then take that money and reinvest and reinvest and reinvest until you're making a sizable income that you can afford bigger machines. Hell, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to hit 1,000 lollipop boxes this year. Then I'm going to take that money and invest them all into Rhino Pro machines, and then try to put gumball machines in every single location I have a charity box in. Then I'm going to keep doing that until I take over the whole Midwest. Gotta think big, baby. So guys, that's all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions about the charity box, I will be making probably an update video to this in the near future. Hopefully it won't be as long as I've been promising this one for, but I will be making an update if you guys have any more questions, if I missed anything whatsoever. And I will be documenting the whole way of me building my charity box route and my gumball route. Hell, I'll even do collection videos of these things for you. The link to purchase these things will be down in the description, so make sure you go check them out. It doesn't say on the website because their website is like really old school, but when you purchase, they will be charging you your first month donation, and it's about $1 per box to ship. So if you order 100 of them, calculate $100 in for shipping. Oh shit, one more thing I almost forgot. They have a zip code program, so you can pay a little bit of money per month to lock down your specific zip code. Now this doesn't mean people can't go in and locate boxes within your zip code, or you can't go outside of your zip code. It just means that people can't buy them within your zip code that you pay for every month, which is super freaking cool. So if you have enough money and you're making enough money, hell, you can buy every single zip code for your whole entire state and just pay monthly for it. I think there's about 1,000 zip codes in my state, and I don't think the price is very expensive. I think it may be like $1 per zip code or something per month. So for like $1,000 a month, you can ensure that you have no competition because nobody can buy them in your state. Not saying that somebody in the neighboring state couldn't come into your state and play so you can go into theirs, or vice versa, but it just means nobody can purchase them within the zip codes that you have. Also, please purchase them from the link in the description because all of the other ones can either be misleading on the sales that you're gonna get, which is fucked up, and that's how Vinstar ended up in prison. So if they're doing that, they're right behind them, and I just wouldn't want to get tied up with those. Also, the people that sell you packages of them that say that they're gonna get you the locations as well, I would strongly advise you to getting your own locations because you can actually go into the location and see how popping it is, instead of some dude in Florida calling up to Minnesota like, hey, can we put a charity box in your place, and not even know if it's popping or popular or whatever. And plus, I don't like laziness, and if you're lazy, don't get into the fucking business, bro. Just sit on the couch and do your thing. But if you do have a disability that is stopping you from going out, then by all means, you do whatever you need to do to be able to get your business and get your bread, aka fun coupons, aka money. But if you're just being a lazy piece of shit, leave the locations for the people who really want them. Alright guys, so that's all I have for you on this subject. Again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, or post them on Facebook, or just message me, or just be like, yo Brian, I got some questions, and then I will be making an update video to this. But in the meantime, I want you to hit the subscription button and hit the bell that looks like this so you get all the post notifications whenever I make another video. I want you to build your vending empire, share it with VendingNation, have fun freaking doing it, and I will see you guys next time I make another video. Peace.